to Twitch Arena? Yeah. Oh wait, no. We should already be on Twitch, right? Let's go look. Alright, we are on Twitch, okay. Okay. And then, yeah. I mean, it would be kind of fun to go crash a space, but I don't have time for that. I really do have to fucking give Elon his $8, don't I? Cringe, dude. Oh, damn, that says 4 viewers on it? That's nutty. What's up, Twitter? Damn. The boys and girls coming out to support. Fantastic. Alright, I gotta turn Red down. She's like, it's a good jam, but. Yeah, can't hear myself think. It's got too much groove. Alright, AFK? Okay. Show enough. I'll be around for as long as I'll be around for. LOL. Damn, that's crazy. 4 Twitter viewers? Oh my god. Legendary. It's probably like me 4 times, but whatever. I don't care. Okay. Let's play some games, dude. Let's do it. And then we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming later on. But I'm kind of trying to do this. Oh, what's up? There's a person here. What's up, Boom Boom? How you doing?
Good, good. What you working on tonight, brother?
Apparently I am playing games after applying to AI grant, which is like a thing that the GitHub dude is like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money to make AI companies. Um, and apparently they give you mini games to play afterwards or something. I don't know. But other than that, after that, the plan is to um, run down like Upwork and Fiverr and probably Replit bounties and just like run through them and see what robots I can point at them and see if I can like make any money at all.
Is that I mean, Upwork, Fiverr, like, is that a common thing you guys fuck around with, or is it just kind of a waste of time, or is it kind of like, you'll do 100 of them and one of them will be worth it, or what?
I mean, a couple of my buddies like Upwork is like kind of their primary place where they get clients essentially. Because there's a lot of ads up there for like build me a chatbot that chats with my company's data or like some
Yeah, yeah.
fucking bullshit
No,
that's
I mean
relatively.
that's fair. There's probably a lot of that out there.
Yeah, yeah. So it's basically like hit one of those and do like the baseline one and be like, hey, I can make you something that's actually really fucking cool. Like, come hit me up outside of this platform so they're not taking like 50% of my shit. Um, and that's, yeah, you land the client from there basically. But I have not been exploring that enough for
I mean,
reasons I have no idea.
yeah, I'm sure it's rough just sifting through the shit, to be honest. So
Well, yeah, it's
understandable.
the like actually landing the first gig is the hard part, I think. That's my
Yeah.
understanding. Okay, that shit is so loud. Oh my god, mute. Okay. Alright, click or press space to start.
What do you
Oh,
think about the new what was it, Sora,
oh
the
god.
OpenAI stuff?
Yeah, it's extremely problematic. Yeah.
in which
Okay,
way?
hold on. Here are four random words. Virus, blue probability, taco. Provide six more words so that all 10 are maximally dissimilar from each other. Shoggoth, anti-disestablishmentarianism, bruh, okay, TikTok, spinning, Ford. Okay. Wait, oh, this is, why does it say X? Oh, found two dissimilar? What? Um, okay, I got two. That's fine. Alright. Shape rotation. The fuck? Same, different? Same, I think. Yeah? Okay. Same? What? Hello?
I'm
Okay.
so bad at the captchas. It's very
This is
very
terrible. Same. Okay. My score is 75. PyTorch typing. Oh, God. Begin start. Okay. Class. RMS norm. Oh, God. Torch dot nn dot module. I don't have
this is
Copilot for this.
crazy.
What the fuck? Def underscore underscore init underscore underscore self self dim int EPS floats equals 1 dash 6 and then super dot, oh god, init dot dot ah self dot EPS equals EPS. So okay, all right, what do we got now? Coin rotation. Two coins are flat on a table so that they are touching each other. One coin remains stationary while the other coin rolls around it, ensuring that the two coins remain in contact with each other. Okay, I think I get that. How many full rotations will the moving coin have made when it returns back to its original position if the stationary coin it rolls around has a radius 3 times larger than the rotating coin? 3 times larger than the rotating coin.
There's some hardcore
What the
question. Not gonna
fuck?
lie.
Okay. Okay, so this is going to roll around that. How many full rotations will the moving coin have made when it returns back to its original position? Wait, what? Full rotations. Oh, are they always rotating? I have no idea. Okay, I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
I have no
4.
idea either.
Yeah,
It's a
fuck.
wild question.
Cool. My score was 100. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's any good. Okay, let's see. What do we got, Nat? Assign the business critical task of classifying emails. All emails must be classified. Uh,
Each time you do this shit, you have to put up with
it,
this.
well, this is just a random fucking thing. Unfriended
Uh,
system most patches. You have always keep a copy in the Swifty Bible and some PyTorch ref code. Download emails and home. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? Okay. This is gonna be impossible. Because I'm not gonna fucking go through my whole fucking file system for all this shit. Um,
this is crazy. I complain about the TikTok thing where you line up the objects and they still say you get it wrong, but this is yeah, this is wild.
Jesus, what the fuck? Okay. I gotta bring this over to fucking. I gotta get cursor out. Okay, wait. What do I have? Gzip, cat, wc, and built-in shell commands. Download emails and home directory. Okay, so let's just extract the shit first. Download. Can I get? Oh my God, they're not even organized by sort by date modified, right? Where did my shit go, bro? What the fuck? Okay, so what was that file called? It's called emails. Emails. Right. Bruh. Okay, I'm getting filtered because I can't successfully find a file. There's no shot. Get another one, please. Swifty.tar. Swifty. Okay. Can I? Swifty downloads. Swifty. Extract. Sure. Alright, PyTorch reference, Swifty Bible, and then we have emails. Okay, so I have gzipcat, wc, and built-in shell commands. So if I have I just match this, right? So if I cat it onto terminal, so fuck, I'm terrible at bash scripting. There's no shot. But do I have Copilot installed? Can I get carried? Test. Hell yeah. Okay, okay. Easy peasy, no problems.
So you
Okay.
use Copilot to match it, or what?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, okay. Regex for okay. Cat um cat wait, hold on. Users downloads cd downloads. Okay, cd swifty. Oh my god, why? Clear. Um Let me go here. Okay, downloads Swifty one. Okay, cd Swifty one. Okay, then let's see, Swift thinking. Okay, cat PyTorch. Okay, cat PyTorch underscore reference regex match match for any patterns shared with files in emails. Fuck it, do it. God damn it. Grep F. No shot. Okay, well, we tried. Let's see if that does anything. Oh, .txt, reference .txt, just to see if we did it. Okay, well, that's annoying. Whatever, it's fine. Dyson sphere. Okay. Okay. Reg. GPU's research and speed ups. Regulations will slow you down, but research will double your compute multiplier. Sure, dude. Okay, how do I? Can I move? Okay, is that a GPU? That's a GPU. That's a GPU. Speed up. Okay. Hell yeah, we got some research going on. We got flash attention. We're gravy. Oh my god. Impossible, bro. Let me get the 256s. Let me get them.
Make sure you're not a bot.
Hell yeah. I think this is, I assume this is just for fun, but maybe it has something to do with like, hey, are you technical enough to fucking get the grant that we're theoretically offering you or whatever?
So what does the AI grant company do? They just fund like open research shit or what?
Yeah, they basically will hand out money for to AI startups and stuff. I wonder if there's like a if I'm supposed to write like a quick script that fixes all that like does this for me. Maybe that's the secret tech. I bet you. You're supposed to do like a bunch of hacker shit, hover over all the GPUs. Oh wait, what the fuck? Did I not need to click the whole time? Hello? Hover over, maybe? Okay, I don't know. RIP. No Dyson Spear for me. Position 381. Rip. Trash. Okay. Did we win? Are we winning? How did these
Oh, I
people
was
get?
gonna ask you.
These people got 720s. I assume that's the perfect
Yeah,
score. What's
and
up?
like you said, I'm sure they cheated. My
You're supposed
question
to
is,
cheat. I bet.
yeah, one of the things was on the open, the whatever the fucking video thing was, Sora or whatever. They're
Oh
like,
yeah, Sora. Yeah.
we're gonna be hire red teamers to help
Hmm.
us train our videos, and like how do you get into something like that? Because I mean, it sounds funny, sounds fun, but the traditional sense of red teaming is not like censoring fucking AI generated videos. You know what I mean? So like, how do you have any idea like how they're looking into that, or like what that deal is, or how that works?
They had a thing on their website that you could apply to basically. It's uh,
Gotcha.
it's just like just like any other job that.
Any other bullshit thing?
Yeah. I mean, like the skill set that they're looking for is probably not
No, of
terribly
course.
similar
Yeah.
to traditional red teaming, although I imagine it's helpful to have that sort of thing. Okay. Back to trying to scrape money out of the internet. Okay. I wonder if is this stream delay like huge? What the fuck's going on here?
Mm, it hasn't switched. If I heard you type enter and then yeah, it hasn't changed, so there might be a bit of a delay.
I'm just trying to check it. Okay, so yeah. Okay, and let's double check this puppy here. See if we're back up. Yeah, we are. Cool. Okay, but we do have a huge delay, so I need to probably cut some of this, maybe? I don't know. Let's see. Let's check Twitch actually, because Twitch usually does it.
Twitch Twitch having troubles. My normie job yesterday was having tons of fucking problems on Twitch. So
Okay, so Twitch and YouTube are okay. Let's see. Okay, Kick is okay, and then I guess it's just Twitter being a shit. Okay, yeah, it's just Twitter being a shit. I can't read chat from Twitter anyway, so it's fine. I think I gotta probably fix up my Upwork, which means I would need some way to tell the robots what kind of. Actually, fuck it. Build general agent workflow. Mm, defines the method to summarize the conversation. Oh, is my oh, red stopped. I have to go. I have to get more music. Ryan Celsius. We gonna turn that one on. Yeah, Sora's kind of insane though. Like it's gonna be an issue because like the fidelity that you can generate there is like I'm curious. Well, I'm curious to see as to I assume OpenAI will have guardrailed it so that it won't generate
yeah, I feel
videos
like we
of
get
people.
feel like we get really nerfed with
Yeah.
the
Well,
fucking
in this case, it's like needed
yeah.
because
No, I get it. Yeah.
yeah. Because like the big issue is if it can do people. Let's do that. There. Is that gonna go through? Yeah. If it can do people with the same fidelity that it can make random, normal, non-specific people, then you just prompt like fucking boom shakiaka fucking authorizing his bank codes. Let me
Yeah,
email
yeah,
that to the fucking bank and yeah.
yeah.
Um,
The whole fingerprint or Face
hmm
ID shit just becomes irrelevant immediately.
Yep. So we need some solution to that, and hopefully that solution isn't WorldCoin, but it probably is. So we'll fucking see. But yeah, like since sort of exists, people are going to use it to generate data sets that they are then going to use to train other open source or uh, closed source commercial models that will generate specific people. So like cat's out of the bag. Um,
Yeah, I was curious a bit on the data quality, like training set shit. So I signed up for like the third party were comprehensive than I thought they would be. I was slightly impressed with that. 'Cause I figured it was just fucking shit data they're all being trained on. But no, it was decent. You have to not be a retard to get approved for a lot of those. You know what I mean?
yeah. Well, yeah. Because yeah, like for generating it. Well, especially for like the video stuff, I'm sure they just trained on like YouTube data or something. Um,
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what they trained on in the past, but like what people are training on now, like yeah, they do a pretty comprehensive, you know, are you just clicking videos or not? Like I
yeah.
tested it a bit. Yeah. It's decent. I was surprised, to be
Y-
honest.
Yeah, I used to. Do you know what Amazon Mechanical Turk is? You familiar with that at
Yeah.
all? Yeah, yeah. I used to do that shit all the time. I
Yeah.
am
It's
probably
basically like
somewhere in
that,
that
but
data set.
yeah. It's like that, but there's just new companies now, basically. So probably better, but
Oh, I should.
they don't pay shit. It's not
Oh,
worth
I'm
it. It's
sure.
like 10 it's like 15 to 20 bucks an hour for like I said, it's not just click work either. It's like you have to actually think, so it's not worth it in my opinion. But if you want to, feel free. But
Yeah, the
that's what I was asking you about. I don't know, probably a couple months ago, like because I saw some news article that are like, yeah, everybody, this data set was trained on, people in Kenya. Not to be a gigantic racist, but there should be an opportunity for better trained data. You know what I mean? But maybe not.
well, yeah, I mean, um, to some degree, like basically the like it would have been much more valuable if it were because like you want high quality training data, but with relatively recent um, advancements,
Yeah.
they can generate their own training data, so it doesn't really
With
matter
the
anymore.
synthetic shit. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
What do they use to create the synthetic stuff? Just like recent responses and things that are rated highly and whatever else, or do you know?
Um, it basically yeah, it like depends on the use case more or less, where it's like and like what kind of model you're training and what your methodology. Um, there's a paper that we implemented the other week called Self-Play Fine-Tuning via Instruction Data, where you give it like one or two examples and then you you do like a model configuration where you have it you basically put it into two roles and you have one of them be like the opponent, and then they play a game of like who can generate the most specific thing for this use case. Um,
Smart. Yeah,
and
I like that.
yeah, and then so like you kick it off with a little bit of data, and then it just generates the rest of itself out. Um, which is just like one of three or four techniques that
Is this kind of the solution to everybody's like, well, eventually we're gonna run out of real data to train on, and then it becomes not really because you can just do this type of thing, or no?
well, basically, that was only ever theoretically an issue,
Right.
and it very quickly was determined
Was
that
proven
it's
wrong.
not an issue. Yeah,
Yeah,
um,
makes sense.
or as far as we understand it, it's not it hasn't been an issue.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably not, but we'll see.
Yeah, only one way to find out, right? Wait, 120,000 was in November. Hmm. All right, let's see. Ooh, my fucking. All right, so I want to go to okay, summary method is what? Summary is a method to summarize the conversation. Let's do LLM, sure. All right. So do we go playground? We do a new agent. Okay, so I think these.
Talk to me real quick what the autogen shit is. I know I'm actually a member of the Discord, but I haven't delved deep into this.
It's.
And in a nutshell, I don't need a gigantic explanation.
Oh yeah, I mean it is one of the ways where you can have multi-agent conversations. So you have you're like GPT,
Different
you're
tasks for different
yeah,
people.
like you're the design department. Okay, you're the CEO, you're the software development department, et cetera, and then you can have them talk
Can
with each
you
other.
make those literally run like 24/7? Like I want you to run like
You can, but it would be real
10,000.
expensive.
Okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
What's the pricing? Is it all based off of OpenAI shit, or is it something else, or what's the
It depends. It depends on it depends on how much juice you got, right? Like it if you use the OpenAI shit, then you pay the OpenAI prices. Or if you use local shit, then you pay however much it costs to use the GPUs that you're running your local shit on, basically.
So I know you were super excited about getting funding for your own GPUs. Like, explain to me, like I'm a retard, what the big difference is.
What do you mean?
And, well, I mean, like, what's the difference between just running something on Open AI versus if you have 10
Oh, well, so
GPUs that you're
OpenAI charges by the word, and then like if
right?
I just have GPUs, the GPUs just like the GPUs don't care how many words. They just your GPU does as much as your GPU can do.
What's the say? Is it like 50%, like 80%, like you know what I mean?
50 of what? Percent of what?
Of the, I'm assuming OpenAI is probably on the higher end of the spectrum pricing wise, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have your own GPUs that you can secure through, relationships, university, whatever, like, is it 50% less expensive?
Well,
75%? Like,
it so it that is a tough
yeah, it's hard
one.
to tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because so basically whatever model you're gonna run, you need enough GPU VRAM to hold that model. So if you use like a really big ass model that might be good at doing reasoning, you're gonna need a big ass GPU, or you're gonna need like eight small ones that are all the same kind.
Yeah.
Um, so, but once you load it on there, it's basically like, are you renting this GPU from someone, or did you go like put down the 20 grand to go buy your own GPUs? And
Yeah.
then if if you did put down the 20 grands to buy your own GPUs, like, can you afford to just like not be renting them out to people? And so, or like, are you gonna do like what most people do is like they will rent some GPUs for X amount of hours from AWS or RunPod or whoever, and then they'll throw their models on that. Um, and so yeah, it basically depends on the size of your GPU, but like if I were to run GPT-4 nonstop printing tokens the whole time for an hour, I don't. That would probably be a lot of money. It'd probably be like $20 or something. Maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. Because I haven't tried to do that because I am poor. But the
Well, no, I'm on the same boat with you. I mean,
yeah, the well, and yeah, so like depending on where you find an H100, which is like the beefiest card that you can
that's
really get
like 10
access
grand
to.
piece, right?
I think they're more than that, honestly.
Yeah,
How
that's
much is a how much is an H100?
probably
About
around that.
30K, about 30K.
Yeah.
Um, which is less than I thought it was going to be actually. Um, but yes, but you can rent them for like between $2 and $5 an hour. So,
Mm.
um, usually it's like
All these conditionals.
yeah. So it's kind of tough to say, but like it's generally going to be significantly cheaper, but it's also going to be significantly less performant too. So,
Yeah. Is it? I know. I mean, I think as far as it goes, like mostly it's like, you'll have a model, you can improve it a bit on whatever you train it on, but is that becoming less commonplace to where people are working on what they're training the models on, or is it more of a hardware thing? You know what I mean? Like, is it the data quality or the hardware quality? Is what it is.
it's all of the above. Basically,
Both.
there's so much problem space to explore. It's like there's like 20 new papers of new techniques and architectures and efficiencies every day, and then there's like fucking, you can there's uh, people are producing as many GPUs and as many chips as fast as they can and buying them as fast as they can. So it's basically like both.
Yeah, all that kind of sucks, but understandable.
I mean, it's cool. Like it's
No, yeah, I like it. It's definitely an exciting time to be alive, but it'd be good if I could just be like, well, I just need to go through my 2004 AOL messages, and that'll be the end all be all. But
well, I mean,
sometimes it's
if what you're trying to do
yeah.
is generate more of your AOL 2004 AOL emails, then like you
Oh
probably
yeah, if I want to emulate, Boom Shakalaka in
yeah.
2004, then yeah, that's
Well,
100%
yeah.
what
So like you
I do.
doing yeah, you so like if you have super high quality data that's the exact kind that you just need more of, you can just go grab whatever GPU and whatever model and just like do a couple runs and start printing out more of it. Um, but if you need to do stuff like make it good at doing complex reasoning over a wide variety of data, then that's another story.
Yeah. And is it then like you're just layering, like, let's say we'll have and this will sound very cavemanish, but I'll go for it.
Fuck it.
Let's just
We're
say,
all cavemen here.
yeah, let's just say I want my tone of voice to be 2010 internet. I want my reasoning to be not that at all. I want it to be the last 50 years of humanity. Like, is that something you do, or like, how does that work?
So yeah, so there'll be like basically three steps to that pipeline. One is what's the baseline model you're using? Which that'll be generally where like a reasoning ability is going to come from.
Yep.
Um, then for tone, that'll be generally when you're doing fine tuning, you fine tune for tone. You can like add um,
I
the
I
ability for
don't mean to cut
reason.
you off
Hmm.
real quick. I hear a lot about fine tuning. Like,
Yeah.
can you talk a bit more in depth about like what that entails and how to do it and just kind of the whole process so I understand a bit better? I mean,
Yes.
I
Well,
understand the general concept is, you want to fine tune it on, the data that is more relevant to it, but like how does that work in practice, I guess?
um, let's see.
Does that make sense or no?
It does. It's what is a good
Or a
way?
shitty question?
Well, no, it's a good question. It's what I'm trying to do is figure out what the succinct and
I
interpretable
don't
way to answer it is.
I don't need succinct. You can be as autistic as you want. I'll get it.
Well, I am good at that. So,
Yeah.
um, well, yeah. So what essentially what you're doing when you're fine tuning a large model is when you finished the when you finish pre-training. I hope I'm not using. I hope I'm
No,
not
you're
sounding
good.
like an
You're good.
idiot there,
I'm
but
not
I might
lost.
be.
You're good. You're
But
good.
no, you're good. Um, so you'll do some amount of initial training, and then when you have that model, what that all that model does is predict the next token. So whatever you feed it is just
Yep.
gonna make
Yep.
more of it. So it won't do things like be a chatbot, like take turns in conversation. Or it won't do things like follow instructions, where you tell it what you want it to do and then do it, and then it tries to do that. All it will do is you'll feed it something and it will just continue whatever that is. Um, so, what fine tuning does is um, that model that what it does right now is just predict the next most likely thing. Um,
Yep.
it will the way that it does that is it has a certain amount of weights in the model, and those weights have determined the likelihood of the next token to be generated. So when you fine tune it, you say, hey, we instead of doing the thing that you think is currently the most likely thing, what is actually the most likely thing is this format of data. So it might be like a here is a ton of chat conversations. Now it's going to be much more likely, rather than just continuing to do whatever your starting point is. Now it's more likely for you um, to generate as though it is a chat conversation, or generate as though you are following instructions. And that's basically and there's a bunch of ways to do that and a bunch of ways like optimizations, etc., etc. But that's the basic idea, is like show it like it starts from a baseline and then you show it what you want it to do, and then you change the weights so it's more likely to behave in that manner. um,
Perfect. Perfect explanation.
there we go.
100%.
And then the which
The only
hmm,
real quick, the only counter or bad argument to that is, what if all of the research that everything's been trained on turns out to be wrong, and then that it creates problems? I'm assuming, right? Like,
mm,
let's say there's some fucking breakthrough in technology where everybody's like, this is the accepted history of thing X for 100 years. But there's some new breakthrough and the history of Y turns out to actually be true. Like, and this has only been in the last 2 years, we've been seeing this. Like, I'm assuming they don't weight it accordingly, and it's kind of problematic, which is fine. I mean, it's you should assume that with anything. But is that accurate or no?
um So the
I mean, I would think if it's trained on it, it would be accurate, but
let's say you
I don't know.
are um, there's two sort of things here. One is fine tuning, and then one is something called RAG, which is retrieval augmented generation.
Yeah, I've heard of rag a lot.
Mhm.
I'm interested to hear a human explanation of rag.
Right.
So,
So what fine tuning will do is fine tuning will provide it the style or the tone of
yeah,
the
the
types
tone.
of
Okay, I get it.
generations it's
Yep.
supposed to do. Um, Fine tuning can add new information to kind of its data set, but it's
And
generally
rag will do the facts.
yeah. So generally, fine tuning
Okay.
is tone and rag is facts. If I want to add information to the model's like quote unquote knowledge, I'm going to do that with a rag
Yep.
pipeline as opposed to fine tuning it for that knowledge.
Okay. How does like where does tone as an autist, I don't really care about tone. I mean,
Hmm.
I get the understanding, I get the importance of it, but more to me is like rag. So like, what are the differences between training things on, tone and rag, and how does that work? I guess.
Well, yeah.
Let's
So
just let's just talk about it.
when I say tone, what I mean is something like, "Are you a chatbot?" or "Do you follow
Okay, yeah,
instructions?" or "Do you write
yeah,
emails?" So it's like you like and you can fine tune it. You can get super granular and like you now so you we start with we tuned you to follow instructions. Now we tune you to specifically follow the instruction of generate more of these emails. Now we tune you to follow to the specific instruction of generate more of these specific types of emails from this person. And
so is that tone or rag? I'm sorry.
so those would all be tone. Um,
Okay, okay,
and whereas rag would be hey, when I ask you a question about the email inbox, you need to search it, pull the information from that email inbox
these
that's
these
relevant,
types.
and then base your
Okay,
response on that. Yeah.
you're
uh,
muted by the way. I can't hear you.
oh, am I? Let's see, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. um, yeah, so rag would be like pull relevant information from the email inbox and use that to answer my question. Whereas fine tuning would be like generate more of these emails that have been written by this specific person, or like generate these emails but in the style of a pirate or whatever.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so that's basically how I think of it. Is like fine tune is like tone or category of thing that I want it to
No,
do, and then rag is
that's a
specific
great way of
stuff.
putting it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's not like a
makes
one to
sense.
one exact like works the same way all the time, but it's a good like heuristic rule of thumb kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it works for me 100%. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
We've learned him. We've taught him the ways. In
I
a
appreciate it. Yes,
SH.
teach me young. Well, whatever. I don't know. Big Star
Grasshopper,
Wars fan.
Skywalker,
But
whatever
yeah,
it's called. Yeah, I got you. So test of this. So this is the system. I mean, I guess I could just do with the default. Do we have any skills? Ooh, text content. Text content from a personal, given the URL of a person's personal website. This function scrapes the content of the page and returns text sounds from the body. Okay, interesting. Might need that, sure. And then we have a generate video. Okay, I don't think we're gonna need that. Parent function. Okay, so that's all right. So let's check primary assistant. So this is the coding one or whatever. User proxy executes the code. Okay, sure. Um, I wonder, does this? I just check this here. Oh no, there's nothing. We have a gallery. No, we don't have a gallery. Travel agent group chat workflow. Okay. All right. So then if I go to the playground, then I do a new one. Let's try the travel agent. Create that. Um, let's go to Hawaii. API. Okay. Yeah. Summary. Sender. Group chat manager. Agent specification group chat manager. So agent. Um.
Explain to me, I guess, like, let's say you set up a chatbot on here for a website. Like, I'm sure charging the client is just kind of a overlay on whatever you're paying for,
Uh,
right? Like how does that work usually, or fuck, I don't know, to be honest.
what do you mean? Like, how much do you charge
So
people to
let's
do stuff?
say Sanjay wants to pay you 5 grand a month to do a ecom chatbot on his site trained on the last 6 months of customer questions to whatever the fucking chat service is. You upload the chat service, you set this up in here, and then like how does the billing work and like how does that work, I guess. I like does that make sense or am I off or what?
Uh, I'm not well, yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're asking. Like when you say how does the billing work?
If somebody asked you, hey, set me up a chatbot for my e-commerce website to where they act as a customer service agent for every customer inquiry, from now until June 2024. Like,
mm,
how would that work? I guess from a business standpoint.
I would be like PayPal me 5 grand a month and I'll do it.
but like, is it based on like how many inquiries they get? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get the 5 grand thing. Like, it's not a big deal, but could you get fucked over if they get like 400,000 inquiries versus what you thought was like 1,000 inquiries? You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't understand.
So the question would be like, um, how much does it cost to run a chatbot on my in or like if I were to want to offer a chatbot that I am hosting and paying all the costs to operate, how much would I charge someone?
Yeah, basically.
So how I would do that is like if what I was doing was setting up a GPT-4 chatbot and I was just wrapping OpenAI shit, I would just say like you get X number of tokens per month or you get X number of queries per month.
But
Um,
how do you explain that to somebody that has no understanding of that? I mean, me, like, I would say I sort of understand it, but I'm definitely very
Well,
far
yeah, I
from
mean, I just put like a
from
big
the.
shiny thing on the corner of the screen that says like questions left, 50 out of 50, 49 out of 50, etc., etc. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Okay.
Generally how yeah, but like, if I
Have you had people ask you about this and I guess argue about it or no? Because if
um
not, like I can definitely start sending ecom retards to you and
if
see what
yeah,
they
like
think.
if you need if you know anybody who would like want a chatbot or basically wants anything just and has money to pay for it, like send them my way and I'll figure something out. Basically. So
Okay.
like I either like oftentimes or like ideally what I do or like for like a larger client what I do is like I'll go like hey like I have got the chatbot written and running, we can deploy it on your cloud if you want, so that you can do maintenance and stuff, or like basically like we can write the thing and then be done and ship it over to you, or
Yep.
we can write the thing and then we can also like host and maintain it, but you have to pay us a lot more money and pay us every month. But if you just want
Yep.
the thing written and then we give it to you and you go handle all the shit, then that's like a flat one time basically.
Yeah. I mean, most of the companies I know now, they do like, I don't know, they set up some like Zapier integration where people will
Mhm.
message them, and eventually they go to some customer service representative, whether it's their own companies or third
Yeah.
party outsourced. But you could eliminate a lot of that with, Chat GPT and answer stupid fucking questions, and it just boils down to what's the value of them, saving you the money. So interesting for sure. Good to understand. I'll look into it a bit more, and yeah, if there's people that I think could definitely benefit from you just writing them a chat bot, which is probably really high to be honest, unfortunately, and sad, but yeah, we'll see.
When you say what's really high, what?
There's just so many shitty e-commerce shops out there that it's like, they don't even answer you if you message them. Like, even if you set up a five response basic, system, like it'd be a gigantic improvement.
Oh yeah, yeah, def. Yeah, I mean like if you have people that are running honestly like pretty much or like one of the things that I have attempted to offer is like, hey, like business owner of basically any kind, like let's sit down for like an hour or two. You can
Figure out
like
how it can help you. Yeah,
yeah,
that's a
yeah,
smart
like
move.
show me
Have you
your
got a lot
biz.
of have you got a lot of conversation from that or no?
I had my first client, my first paying client, I guess, last week, and I'm my plan currently is I actually need to follow back up with them and then see if they want to do a follow up meet because I showed them like a couple of random tools and we didn't like quite nail down. Basically, what they want to do is they were like, hey, I wrote a GPT on chat.openai and I want to put it on my
Yeah,
website. So
yeah,
we like I went through a couple of open source tools with them of like here's how you could do it, like you could do this or you could roll your own, blah 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 blah. And then I was like, yeah, if you want to like, why don't you take a look through these tools, see which ones you like, and then we'll follow back up next week and see like if you've landed on one, we can figure out how to deploy it. Or if you don't like any of them and you want to do like something custom, let's spec it out, basically.
yeah.
Um,
No, that's real fair. I think. I think it
yeah.
just boils down to, I don't know. The e-com's kind of a shady fucking business in general. So you have to know the people, and then they have to, you know, engage with you. So
Well, yeah,
it's
it's
kind of
customer
a pain in the
acquisition is
ass.
always hard. It's basically in everything, right?
Yeah,
Especially if it's
yeah,
like kind of gray hat shit, because you kind of, you get that weird like kind of standoff at first, right? Where it's like, hey, are you cool? Hey, are you cool? Hey, are you cool? Like that kind of shit. But then
yeah,
once you get past that part, then you're usually
yeah,
good.
yeah.
And
I
honestly,
agree, 100%. Yeah,
end of the day, we're all
that's
trying to fucking make a dollar. So actually, there was
yeah,
this there's like some weird shit you can do. Fucking I saw a Twitter thread where somebody was like, so I went on Google Trends and I found my top competitor and I found all the and I like I I tracked down
nailed
all
them.
I tracked down all their keywords and then I like bought similar fucking domains and started cranking out content to the same keywords and like fucking poached
Nice.
half their traffic and did some fucking
There's
some
some
wild
hardcore
shit.
shit in ecom, man. It's
Hmm.
a it's a it's a tough industry, but I think it mostly boils down to if you have a shitty product or not. But that's another conversation. But no, there's 100% like wild shit you can do on with the SEO and just with marketing in general. So there's definitely ways to min max, 10%, 5%, blah blah blah. So
Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
mean, there's all sorts of shit you can do. Like, there's where's okay, I got a couple of chats, or I got one a little while back, but then the Twitter UI went away. I see you, Kev. What's up? If you're still here, I don't know if you are. Um, But well, yeah. So there's definitely like the chatbot thing is definitely a thing you can do. There's like way more shit that you can do. Like chatbot is like just the thing that people like understand. So, end of the
Yeah,
day, like if you're in this field, you should know how to write a pretty badass chatbot. But
yeah.
it's cooler when you get like the like more either like a client who's open to you like freestyling and doing weird shit, or a like a start working for a company that's like specifically trying to do like fucking hyper optimal rag pipelines so they can do like fucking ultra specific targeting on their particular segment or whatever. And then you
My
get to do cool shit.
I was telling my buddy earlier. I'm a little bit older.
Mm.
I went to law school and all this bullshit. But I was telling my buddy the other day, I was like, you know what? I started listening to this fucking mergers and acquisition podcast, and I was like, why don't I just fucking do this shit? And he's like,
Do it, man.
well, you said it's super complicated. It's like 50, 100 $100 million bullshit. I was like, yeah, but
For
the one
what?
I'm listening to is under $20 million, and so it's not complicated. And I'm like, yeah, this is fucking great. Like, I love this shit. Like, I've been very entertained by it. I love it. I'm hoping it continues, and yeah, just what I do. But
Well, fucking yeah, podcasts are like, the startup cost is almost nothing.
just
You just
making
record shit.
pretty good businesses a little bit better, right? Like that's all you have to do. You don't have to
Basically.
fucking reinvent the wheel.
Yeah, well, and it's like, if I can or I've been on the fucking the Alex Hormozy train lately, so I've been thinking about fucking how can you make a really good badass offer, and at the end of the day, like there's like it's kind of marketing's just kind of like shady in general when you get in
Oh
the
yeah, hundred
online
percent. Like,
space.
well, that's my other thing. Like, I've been a marketer, but I'm like I'm kind of like the anti-marketer. Like I try to be more about the numbers, not about the bullshit. But it just becomes insurmountable at a point. You know what I mean? Like everybody's just like, nah, fuck
Well,
this
even
dude. And
and the
then
numbers are like even because you can rock up to a small business who doesn't know any better and be like, "Yo, if I bring you, 10 more sales a month, can I get can you pay me a couple $100 a month,
yeah,
or whatever, and you get 20 of
there's
those, and
just too
you're
many shysters. Like
yeah,
it's fucking rough, dude. But yeah,
uh,
but that's what I'm saying. Like so, I would rather, and even when I got into marketing, I didn't fucking like the marketing. I wasn't like some ads guy. Like, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna trick these people into buying my shit, blah blah blah. No, I like talking to business owners and how we could better improve their business. That's what I like.
same
So
basically. It's like yeah, but it's like it's a compelling offer, or like it's easier to do a compelling offer when it's like, hey, like don't pay me anything, I'll just like bring you more shit and then give me a cut. um
yeah.
it's like I want to land more gigs like that basically, but a lot of the a lot of the build a chatbot gigs are kind of like floofy because it's, well, like, okay, my customers are a little bit happier, but not everybody's collecting analytics to determine the exact numbers of how much value they're getting out of it. But
Well, the other problem, like analytics used to be good 10 years ago, but it's fucking really bad now. Like GA4 versus GA3, it's fucking shit. Like nobody knows what's going on. Not good.
what do you mean?
So
I'm not even familiar with these with those
look,
types of.
just Google GA4,
Oh, Google
Google An
Analytics, got
yeah,
you.
Google Analytics 4 versus Google Analytics 3.
Mm.
They've they've they basically like bastardized the product. Like the information they give you is much worse. It's shit. Like any Google Analytics expert will tell you like it's fucking absolute garbage. Like yeah, but I mean you can look into it, but ultimately business owners don't really care that much. I mean they might switch, maybe they won't, but the general trend is you know the big allure of digital, you know
Hello?
10 20 years
What's up,
ago
buddy?
was like, oh, we have so much great data on you guys, blah 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 blah. And that's kind of all going away. It's like, well, you know what? We really don't have that much great data on you anymore, so we're going to substitute this with, this data and that data. And I don't think people are really accepting it yet, and accepting the digital marketing world where everybody's like, no, this shit is fucked. Like, you guys, everything you know is not accurate. Like, you need to just go back to the 1960s and take more of directional signals versus first party signals because it's all blocked by Brave and iOS 15, 16, whatever. Um, but I don't think it'll really become mainstream for like 3 or 4 more years, but we'll see. But and the analytics groups that I'm in, they're already like, yeah, it's all fucked. It's shit. Like nobody likes it. So I'm not sure where that plays into on the AI landscape. It just probably boils down to digital marketing is less trusted than it ever was, which probably rightfully so, for being honest. Right?
Yeah, well, it's all at fucking end of the day. It's like, it's it's fucking, what can you do with what you got, basically? Like, the only analytics that I've used before are like individual platforms like June and shit and Segment and stuff like that. So.
Is Segment good? I've always heard great things about Segment, but never used it.
Uh, I was not super impressed, but I also didn't like dig. I feel like each platform like in terms of analytics, like you have to like learn how the shit works.
No,
Yeah,
I
they're
agree.
your people.
There we go. What's up, buddy? How's it going?
What did you say, Baco?
Just
You like
smack
Segment or no?
CPU rock, the usual.
Doing what?
Smashing my head against the old TPU rock.
Oh, back on that, huh? Mike couldn't figure it out?
I don't know. I haven't been able to track the guy down,
Oh shit.
but I did get the thing running. It seems to be working. I'm just fucking around with the data set.
Oh shit. Do you have an endpoint up for it?
No, I haven't even got. I got to
Oh,
figure
okay.
out how the data goes into the model.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not there's not like a
It's
fucking.
like they came out like 2 days ago. It's like they haven't written proper documentation for it yet.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, yikes. Let me give you my big complaint about it. Like,
Mhm.
we moved from GA3 to GA4, and then we also moved from client side to server side, and then
Migrations are fun.
yeah, everything just fucking broke after that. It's like we we opened up tickets with Google, and they're like, well, actually, GA3, you could have geographic level reporting on where your sales came from. But GA4, if you're doing server side, we can't provide you information on where your sales actually came from geographically. It's like what the fuck? Like how do we regress? Like no, it's just a bad situation.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So I'm a big not proponent. What's the opposite word? Disproponent? No. Of getting less information, over 10 years ago. I don't really understand that and can't agree with it. So
Yeah, I've had June was nice. It's just fucking, or it would have been nice. I just didn't really have a product to fucking sell and analyze. That was my
what
issue
kind of
with it.
product was it? Ecom or B2B or what?
Well, no, I got like I got a free trial to their analytics platform, but the problem was I didn't have a product I was selling. I just randomly had an
Okay, so you
analytics platform.
so you got access but nothing running on it.
Yeah, yeah. So I was like,
Yeah,
man, I'm sure I could leverage this if I was like had something to fucking analyze with it, but.
yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense.
And of course, now the trial is gone. Now that I'm like trying to at least sell products and or services of some kind.
I get you get it back. Just make a new email.
Well, the fucking I used a promo code from Build Space last season, and then Farza re fucking re-rigged his Discord, so I no longer have access to the posts that had all the codes in them.
That's not good.
I cry, but there's probably one on Activate or some shit.
Alright, that's good.
Did you apply to AI grant, Baco, for AA?
What AI grant?
The AIgrant.com.
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a bunch of money from Nat Friedman, and
Oh, I'm sure there's like 1,000 people applying for it, but
oh,
sure
I'm
I'll
sure.
apply.
It's today's the last day to do it, so I just
AI.
finished mine.
What
You
is
get
it?
it. AIgrant.com. They also make you play a bunch of mini games afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, a bunch.
It was a
He's
party.
not exaggerating. Where do you see the AI landscape going? Yikes! I mean,
AGI baby, it's all
oh,
over.
you think Sama's just gonna fucking swing his dick over everybody, or what do you think?
In terms of how
Yeah,
these,
I'm not doing a 1 minute video. Not this late at night. If I had
yeah,
known
right,
earlier in the day.
right. I just threw two together, like
Yeah,
fucking on the
yeah.
fly. Like, okay, Nat, here's my fucking thing. Here, enjoy. Something something Venture Studio. Let's do it. Um,
I mean, like you said, I'm conflicted constantly. Like I support his cause. Like I like it. I would like to see things
Cool.
progress, but I get fucking annoyed too, and it's like, fuck off, dude. Not doing that.
Don't be annoyed.
what's the cool thing, Baco? Did you figure out the magic model?
No, I'm just passively making videos while I'm doing this because it doesn't require my full attention.
There you go.
Check this out.
Let's see it.
I figured out how to make like subtle motion in them.
Let's see, is this gonna? Ooh, fancy.
Just like
Just
just
a
moving.
little bit of yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
cool.
then the lights kind of move around a little bit too. That's dope.
Yeah,
I can dig it.
yeah, I could stare at that for a while.
So explain the comfy shit to me, because I know you're annoyed, but
You're
you've heard
good.
about it. But explain.
That's Baco's thing, man.
It's
Fucking, he's a
flow.
master.
It's a flow.
Is it? It's just basically like a UI that makes things better.
Yeah, you basically put your functions into the. Each one of those is a module.
Yep.
And you put your functions into those modules, and then you use the modules and just connect the inputs and outputs.
Yeah. No, I've only heard good things about comfy UI. So
Great if you know how to like you understand what the inputs and the outputs are.
Yep.
It's a bitch to learn though, because nobody labels their shit properly, and it's open source, and everybody contributes their own, and they're all different. They all have different installs.
But
They all
but
fucking break
but
everything.
but
Getting everything
but
working
but
is such a
but
nightmare.
look on the bright side. People like it and they're using it, right? So
Yeah, some
don't
people
go
are.
crazy. No, people are using it. Trust me.
Mm.
Like I said, I'm a fucking AI noob that knows nothing, and if I recognize the name, you're probably doing it something good. So because
Well, Baco just
you're
knows how to
keeping
use it. He's not the
yourself
fucking
to the
developer or
risk.
anything, so.
Yeah,
Well, whatever. Either way.
It is a good skill to have though. Like knowing how to fucking rig up a workflow from scratch is nice.
like this I developed, but I'm still working on it. Doesn't,
Mhm.
but it makes board games.
This looks good as well.
Oops. Generate. Boop. Oh no, it didn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Showing somebody's fucking. Why would it work when I show somebody?
Yeah,
Crazy.
big mistake there.
Let's go. Are you upset? services 500. Internal service error. Perfect. Wrong machine. Still up. Yes. I don't think the bad request. Validate prompt at 194. Load image. Oh, I don't have the image loaded. Okay, I can fix that. I can make fix. Try that again.
Hey, I gotta go, bros. I appreciate it. I love
Cheers,
it
buddy.
so
Yeah, if you
much.
find any,
Like
if you got any
you guys
e-commerce
really don't understand
weirdos,
how much a non AGI nerd appreciates this, but I really do.
yeah,
So,
hey, send people my way if you have anybody that wants to do anything and has money. I'll do it.
yep,
It'll be fine.
100%.
There we
All right,
go.
I'll be back, babies. Love you.
Cheers. Later.
What? Oh, that did not work very well. I love it when I'm showing somebody something and it doesn't work. It's my
Rip.
favorite.
Get bonked.
Get bonked. Oh yeah. For the Upwork, it's if you're part of the agency, then you're representing the agency.
Oh, okay.
Uh, like if you want to work under us, that's fine. But we
Okay.
collect the money and like we're the ones who take the rep for it. If that makes sense.
Uh is there any benefit to me to joining your agency?
Other than being able to leverage our brand, which is not super huge, not really, but you're more than welcome to join if you want.
And then yeah, does it benefit you guys at all if to like arbitrarily have me in there?
If you're not shit, yes, but and it
Okay.
would have not arbitrarily. You'd have to be doing work.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll probably try and because I know it's kind of hard to punch through the algo on Upwork, so it might behoove me to just like do a couple of jobs under an agency or whatever.
I'm not sure how it works. I'm the one who owns the agency, so I haven't done it from the other perspective.
Mhm.
You have to ask Tim if he gets like if he can assign credit on his profile or whatever. Although we technically haven't finished a job because our clients don't close the jobs, and there's no option to close on our side, which is stupid.
Oh,
Yeah, it's very annoying.
that is very annoying.
So I have two jobs that have been open for like 3 months past due or something.
Oh, and
With like,
you delivered successfully, right?
oh yeah,
Oh.
but I'm gonna put the projects up on the page when I start going
I
again.
wonder if they I wonder if they're not closing them for a reason. I wonder if they're like have a limited number of shots on how many successfully closed jobs before Upwork tries to charge them again. You know what I mean?
Maybe. Okay, so what I need to import the JSON.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll try
JSON
and play around on the platform a little bit more and see if I can actually get anything done, or if it's if once I know more, if it's like, oh yeah, I would like an agency to join, then I guess I can hit you guys up and see if there is an appropriate place to slot in as an agency worker, man.
Nope. Yeah, there's no
Fucking
reason not to have you. You're basically an employee at this point, although we don't have very much money.
right. Yeah, fucking I got nothing better to do. So if somebody pays me, maybe I'll fuck off, but until then, help out the boys. Um, but fucking speaking of somebody paying me, man, I was talking to Sasha about her hackathon next week. She DMs me. She's like, "Oh, well, it's gonna be in person, unfortunately." I was like, "Well, what it like? Keep me in the loop on it because my whole shtick is
Swooping
fucking.
in at the last minute and saving your ass.
Well, my whole shtick is like, hey, like, if we can't, if I can't bring myself to the bay, I'm gonna bring the bay to me. So it behooves me to like know an organizer of a hackathon that's happening in the bay, and then run a corresponding online analog to that. It's sort of what the brand's all about, right?
Mhm.
And she was like, "Oh yeah, that's super dope." And then she was like, "Do you wanna help me set up a Discord for people to use? I could use some help there." So, oh yeah, sure. I mean, like normally I point people to my Discord, but if you want me to roll the Discord for you, then I'm happy to, I would do that for a nominal fee. And they just, oh well, we can't really afford that. We don't have any money.
Give me one of the prizes.
Well, yeah, and she's like, well, I'll figure something out. I was like, I can call it a freebie. I'm okay with that. It's like if you give me a positive referral or whatever, and then you hit me up, you point somebody in my direction if they can't afford it and need one. But she's like, oh, I don't want to make you work for free. So I'm like, actually, it kind of would be good for me to have a couple, like a stamp of approval from your organization that said I did a good job. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see if it ends up panning out. But I hope I didn't fuck myself by saying like, hey, please pay me
You
money.
too. Yeah, you too. Yeah, you box yourself into a corner.
Well, yeah, and it's like, yeah, well, it's like,
But you gotta
fucking.
ask, man. Like it's
Well, exactly. It's like I fucked myself too many times by not asking. So then the one time now that I do ask, I fucking fuck myself again. There's no winning.
it's just you gotta stop punching yourself in the face.
I guess so. I got to fucking get my ass on Upwork apparently.
Yeah. Well, Upwork's great too because it actually has like people looking for a specific solution to a problem.
Well, exactly. Like I figure it's probably at this point, like rather than kind of like run around and see if I can fucking magic something out of thin air, like just go to the places where people are like, I have money and want to pay someone to do this, and like go there and see what I can do.
Hmm. I guess this should just be a client. Mm, right. Guess we may as well just do the whole thing right all the way from the start. Go ahead and place on. What else do I need? I think that's it. Need to be.
Please create models in the model tab. Oh, it's over there. Got it. Oh yeah, I keep getting halfway through finding music for Red to play and then not doing.
Uh,
There we go. I think this should work.
yeah, this model's pretty hard to get going.
Yeah. So yeah, what's the architecture like? Is it like super fucking weird?
Yeah, look at the data it ingests. Oops, that's the big one. No, freeze the fucking thing. Yeah, there we go. So it's like prompts that are organized. Their counting system, like they increment conversations on this side and then entries in the conversation on that side. These are like in the format of almost like OpenAI messages, but instead of like role system content, it's just the value of the role and then appended with the different number of things that conversational points that you hit, and
Hmm.
then the content, and then the next one, and then the next one. And then after that, they add a substring called
Oh
fields.
God, that's so fucking weird.
Yeah, they add a substring of fields, and then those fields are corresponding to the different conversational points. But like, fuck me if I know why they're doing that way.
Yeah, that's fucking
And then this looks like
goofy.
it's the stop. This is the stop.
Did they
Stop
release
sign.
like weights or like there is it just training code? Like do you
No,
have to
no,
do all this shit
it's
or
straight up. It's straight up weights and stuff. I'm just trying to get uh, like the shape of the object is so weird that like I can't like no none of the current libraries are working with it. Like just trying to like
Oh,
hit it.
shit.
Yeah, so I'm trying to like make the data former so I can actually like submit an inference request. That's what I'm
Oh
doing right now.
god.
Yeah. But I got it
That's
actually working. Like it's like it runs. It just
hmm.
doesn't fucking know what to do with what I have.
Hmm.
Actually, I wonder if I can run it with the training set now that I have the actual training set because I tried to do it before with the other one. Let's see here.
Yeah, if they released everything, then you just run their set, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess not.
But I didn't have it on the machine when I was first trying it out. I was just trying to
Hmm.
like send it a message. Uh, let's see
I'll be right
here.
back. I'm gonna use the restroom.
Oh, the dataset's not even in the format that they fucking said it was. That's obnoxious. Floating point exception, core dumped. What does that mean?
Let's see. I wonder. Wait, did I not fix this? Oh, okay. I have to rename it.
All right, I might have to actually go into the code.
Oh shit.
Well, I don't actually know how it's doing anything because I haven't like read the code yet.
Mm.
Oh, actually, Gypsy's probably good at this.
Probably. Okay, so is this? I don't think this is gonna need any tools, bro. Guess I should I like make a new like this is from when I was like fucking 14. I don't know, let's see.
I'm actually gonna record this and I'm gonna make a pull request on this with all this documentation I'm making.
I love documentation pull requests. There needs to be more of them.
Actually, make a docs folder.
Just based on my experience with Commune, honestly, it's just fucking stop building features, bro. Just document the ones you have, man. Please. But that's boring. Gotta do it. Jesus. 778 an hour. Wow. Uh, Dream Studio, I think it is. Yeah.
You're gonna make I think it's training.
I'm just like listing a bunch of fucking technical sounding things to put on my Upwork.
Mm. Why don't you list like the ones that are running your thing, your team of fucking AI, and like talk about that?
Well, yeah, I mean, they are. That'll probably be point two, I think. You mean like all my little code assistant guys?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, cool. There's data set state controls too. That's cool.
Ooh, staking. We actually, when was in Swix's applied AI thing today, and we actually, interestingly, today's thing was about agents and agent frameworks, and one towards the end, they got started talking and thinking about agents as state machines. Which
Hey,
yeah, I said,
people are
oh,
starting to catch
fancy
on.
that, fancy that.
Yeah, there's a number of people that are starting to talk about like I saw a YouTube video the other night. I think it was last night actually. That was like, don't like train your models like, or sorry, don't use like large language models. Don't use Jeopardy. Like use like small trained narrowly scoped models. I'm like, hey, that's what I've been saying.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there was a book that got mentioned. I'll have to dig up what it is. Actually, I might have a little link page here. Let's see if I can grab it. Stream some agent exploration, 8:30 p.m. Emma, when gang gang, I'm doing the same in my spot ATM, but I can jump over here doing. Um, let's see. Where is the? Oh, okay, it's over here, I think. Is this the? Is this the slides? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, based. Yeah, I put a link to it, published on Obsidian in the chat. Uh, the thing is, the book that I want to either read or have the puppy read for me is Artificial Intelligence: A Modern Approach, fourth edition by Russell and Norvig, which seemed to be, as well as Multi-Agent Systems, which is, I think it's actually like secretly, or like there's a lot of material about like the conceptual model of agents as well as the conceptual model of agents as state machines, because prior to large models, like that's what you had to do if you wanted to get like some agent like behavior.
Hmm.
Um, so there is interesting stuff from like the 50s and onward, about the topic. And yeah, there's a couple of books. Um, I know I
I
saved
need to
one.
like
Yeah.
start digging through the history books because like
Yeah, yeah, I really want to too.
all of the old stuff is like where like these other breakthroughs are coming through. Because the people did all this math and shit, like, but they just didn't have the compute, so there's no way to test it. So I
Yeah.
guess they're testing the cool theories.
And the combat sports, oh, karate combat, blah, blah, blah. Karate combat app? No thanks, bro. Oh my god, it's a lot of karate coin. Jesus. Yeah, there was that one, I have it in my vault somewhere. But there's like that old fucking agent design patterns or something. That was really cool too. Okay, I have to kill these fucking mail notifications. It's gonna annoy the fuck out of me.
Design patterns, eh?
Yeah, I gotta see if I can. See if I can
That's cool.
grab it
I never
here.
thought of design patterns for agents, but that makes sense. I just started writing some anyway because I was just thinking about having a model that could pilot a playwright instance so I can scrape data and get more data. So I wrote a thing last night.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
agent-driven software development. That's what it was, and it's old as fuck. Yeah, from 2014.
that's not that old, but yeah.
Well, comparatively, right?
Yeah, yeah. Good thing about this is I actually learn how the fucking thing works.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of sick. I'll make sure I'm fucking.
I don't know why I never thought of doing this before. I guess because fucking documentation's boring as shit. Um,
Oh well, what are you reading the documentation that's included, or
no, there's no documentation. I'm making it.
how are you generating it?
I'm feeding Jippity the entire fucking thing.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just having him to generate me a high level overview and then write me doc strings afterwards.
Based.
Yeah, and then you just alternate back and forth so that it has the context of the summary of what he was talking about before
Hmm.
in his head while he's writing the shit.
What you might use Aider for this actually, since he gets the C tags of the whole repo.
Yeah, I'm on the TPUs right now, so like running all that extra shit
Yeah.
is kind of hard.
Mm-hmm. Are you using an extension or are you just copy pasting into like Chat GPT?
Just copy pasta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very old school about my Jippity.
Mm-hmm.
Jippity doesn't do anything fancy with me. I don't use any plugins. I don't use any custom GPTs. I just fucking use Jippity.
Well, that is a way to do it.
Well, it's just because I know how to prompt craft.
Well, yeah,
And I like
it's-
always get the results that I want, so I don't have any. Haven't had any need to go looking elsewhere.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Although, like, I guess I could use like maybe like a lookup thing or something, but yeah,
Lookup thing. What do you mean?
like a web searcher. But I mean, it can search the web still, right? Yeah, I almost never
Yeah.
use it anyway.
ChatGPT can, like it can Bing search at least.
Like, what plugins would I use that would be like useful?
Well, like I have a GPT that I got halfway through making that has like SERP API and Metaphor and like basically every search tool under the sun that I can think of, so that it doesn't have to rely on like using Bing because Bing is shit.
Mm.
But it's like that's not like a gigantic deal. Like you can
Well,
usually get
I
away
don't
with Bing.
look things up with Jippity. Jippity's not for looking things up. Jippity's
Mm,
for generating stuff.
yeah. Yeah, no, I look things up with it used to be Perplexity, but then Perplexity, I think they took GPT-4 off unless you're paid. So then I
Mm.
went back to Jippity. But I still use Perplexity and just like a random thing. But I'm actually lately, I've been like just like raw dogging Metaphor, honestly. Like it's fucking I instead of giving it to my agent, I am the agent, and
Yeah.
just rock up to it. And, it's interesting. You have to prompt it the way that you prompt it. Did you ever play with Metaphor very much?
I don't even know what it is.
Oh, okay. So it's a vector search for the internet, but the way that you need to prompt
How the
it,
fuck do you do that?
well, I it sort of gives a hint on how the fuck do you do that. Um, because the way that you have to prompt your search query is as though you are someone else who is presenting the types of results that you want to you. So instead of searching for like ice cream shop New Jersey, your search query is here is the most delicious ice cream shop that you can find in New Jersey. It's a very interesting way to formulate a query.
Hmm.
So what I'm suspecting that they do is probably do some sort of like multi-agent RAG based on, the various like categories of internet data, and then like a crawl, and then a pull, and then a vectorize, or something like that.
It sounds like you're just forming it as a prompt for the search. It sounds like they're just doing a Google search with it, but they're making you do the Google prompt.
Mm, well, I've at least like in terms of vibe check, of course I haven't like thoroughly tested it, but in terms of vibe check, like the results that I get from it are way better than Google. Because like you can like because of the way that you're phrasing, like I can say something like here are some articles that are that seem like they are relevant to how AI works, but are actually extremely misleading, and it'll find articles like that. Um,
Cool.
so you can kind of get like super granular about the kinds of things that you want to see in your results. It's pretty cool.
Well, you can feed this thing vision and text data in the same prompt.
Hmm. I think you can do pretty much everything but audio, I think.
Yeah, no audio. Because there's no llama audio.
If I remember right, yeah, I think not just text and image, but I think you can just feed it videos too, or rather,
Yeah,
yeah, it's because it has the huge context window. So fucking, I don't know if I assume you split it into frames, but
yeah. It's split into frames,
mhm.
and then
But
the frames are broken into tokens and then fed in like a normal
did you
transformer.
like glance over the paper and stuff? Like the
Yeah,
performance is crazy. Like,
I gave it a quick read, but like the papers are always really dense, and I have a hard
yeah.
time getting into them.
Well, just yeah, just like based on looking at the repo, like if they're not bullshitting the performance is like pretty nuts, where it's like you can give it an
Yeah,
hour long
that's the reason why
video.
I'm really focused on this because if I can get
Yeah,
this running, like this
yeah,
is like GPT-5, like.
yeah. It's nuts. It's is it a transformer model? Yeah.
It's a modified transformer model. So they took the main transformer block and then they broke it out into like a parallelized chain. So it processes the
Oh right, ring attention, right? That
yeah,
was
yeah.
their little thing. Yeah.
It breaks it, it makes it so that all the data goes into a single dimensional array. So then it just processes it linearly. So it's arbitrary. It doesn't matter how much data you put into it. It'll just keep processing it.
Huh.
Um, it's the only constraint is time and compute, I guess.
Fucking based, man. Yeah, fucking like this might be the one that's worth like throwing up on, locking up a few A6Ks and just being like, hey, like fucking
That's exactly what I.
shit's for
Well,
free now. Like
right.
everybody
It
gets
doesn't.
GPT-5 for free.
Oh yeah. That's
Like,
what I'm trying to do.
yeah.
Oops. Here. Like, look at their doc string. It says builder class.
Sure, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Don't these guys don't have the fucking auto dock string plugin? Come on. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm actually, even though like I could get it automated, and I have a thing that'll do that, I actually am doing it on this, like this on purpose.
Why? You
Because
think you'll
it's
grok it
forcing
better?
me to read it and learn it.
Mm.
Yeah, I grok it better.
Yeah, I think
And
I'm
like
guilty
I
of
have to
that.
know, I have to know where the functions are, like to put the doc strings in, so I know where they are, and like um, make sure that I'm applying them to the right one.
Yeah, I definitely get like intellectually lazy about that sometimes. I
Yeah,
just click generate docstring and read it like, okay, I think that makes sense. Next one.
yeah. I try not to be lazy with it. Like it's the thing that I found amazing about Gypity was that it like unlocked like basically anything I ever possibly wanted to learn, but that
Mm.
still meant that I had to learn it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't. You don't just get to like fucking load your brain into the matrix and then know karate or
Well, unless
whatever.
unless that's your magnum opus, and the whole point of all of this shit is to build that.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see if I can fucking learn my way into fucking actually completing that project. So we'll see. Hmm. Or replace with an existing agent. What does that mean? Oh no. Okay. Okay, so then we want user profile data assistant.
Oh, they added a continue generating button. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, you just fucking just
It's
figuring
been a
that one
long
out.
time since I've had Jippy generate like large amounts of documents since.
Mm. Yeah, that's been a thing for a while.
Yeah. Like I don't use it for code as nearly as much as I used to.
Yeah. I still use Grimoire pretty frequently, actually.
I just like
But
the autocompletes. Honestly, I just want like good typing and then like fucking a sweet ass autocomplete.
yeah, I think fucking I that's what I hear. That's where I hear most kind of more experienced developers going.
Mm-hmm.
But
Because it's like debugging the code is like just as much work as fucking writing it yourself. So maybe just fucking write
yeah, yeah, basically.
it. At least you know what's going on in
hmm
it.
Well, I haven't
Activity.
been. Do I have any fucking
How big is this file? Fucking huge. Alright, let's break these up into classes.
2 viewers? I gotta see
Who your fans are?
who my fans are, bro.
I should start streaming again.
Yeah, I was about to cut mine. Been on camera enough, except not on camera, lol.
Hmm. This one actually has fucking documentation on it, so that's good.
Alright, yeah, deerkick.com bots, thank you for watching my stream. I appreciate you. GG.